Thank you for coming to watch my instructional video on how to get the most from your Simply Teleport HUD in Second Life. We all know that we have that certain landmark that we just can't find. It's somewhere in our inventory, but where? Did I delete it, maybe? Oh, there it is, in the wrong folder, again. We've all experienced this, haven't we? I created Simply Teleport to get rid of this exact situation. I wanted a convenient, simple-to-use solution that would grow with me, and all the landmarks I collect. I didn't want to have to hunt through all my inventory folders, no matter how well they were laid out. I wanted something that was fast. So, I created Simply Teleport. With Simply Teleport, I can find any location with just a few button clicks. Simply Teleport allows me to add new locations, without even having a landmark. I can back up my locations so I can share them with other Simply Teleport users, as well as restore from a backup at any time. I can view all of my stored locations in one convenient place. I can remove old, dead, or unnecessary locations, or if needed, clear out all locations and start fresh. But that's not the power of Simply Teleport. The real power is the ability to organize your locations into categories. Categories that you create, and you name, to meet your personal specific needs. You can even add subcategories, as many as you wish. Now you can have your shopping landmarks separate from your clubbing landmarks. Your animation landmarks no longer get mixed in with your hair landmarks. But, they're all still in one convenient place, free from getting accidentally deleted or misplaced. While I may use Simply Teleport to save my shopping, clubbing and scripting locations, you might use it for your role-playing sims, or car racing regions. Whatever you're into, if you need to get there, Simply Teleport will get you there faster and easier. Let's take a look at Simply Teleport, and how it works. First, we have to understand that Simply Teleport doesn't use the old-fashioned landmarks. It's a small but important distinction. Simply Teleport stores locations of where you want to teleport to. Being a small HUD, we can keep Simply Teleport on our viewer window, so it's fast and easy to access. Its small size keeps it out of the way when we're not using it. You can position Simply Teleport anywhere you like on your screen. I've chosen to add it to the upper right. You can even change the color of the HUD to suit your needs, with just a simple edit. A quick click on Simply Teleport opens up a dialog menu for us. We can see I've already added a number of categories. Let's look at the Mesh button. Mesh is one of the custom categories I've added. I named it Mesh with the arrow, just because. The arrow isn't required, I just added it for my personal category style. You can use any character you wish, or none, the choice is yours. Clicking on the menu button takes me to the Mesh subcategories I've created. From here, I can go to another subcategory, skins, bodies, or heads. The line of text above the buttons always tells me what category I'm currently in. Handy. Let's try bodies. That gives me two choices of where I can go. Clicking on either of those will teleport me directly there. Simple. The button on the bottom left will move me back up a category, in case I've changed my mind. I can go back up to the Mesh category, then select skins. Now I have two more locations where I can teleport to in the click of a button. Doesn't get much easier than that, and I don't have a big inventory window blocking my view either. So, let's learn how to add locations to Simply Teleport. Because when you get your Simply Teleport, it will be empty, I'll start with a clean copy, with no locations saved, just so we can see how the whole thing is done. We'll see how to back up, restore and delete locations a little later on. Now that Simply Teleport is empty, clicking on the HUD takes us directly to the options menu. So, what to do now? Well, I know I like where I'm currently at, and want to return here quite often. It's one of my favorite places. I'll add a new category, Favorites, and add this location to it. Because Simply Teleport sorts our categories and locations, I'll add a period in front of my Favorites category, so it will always show up on the first page. That's a pro tip from me to you. Clicking the Add button will give us a new choice. Here, we just click the Add button and it will open a text box to add a category and location name to. To create a new category and location, we just type in the category name of our choosing, a single hyphen character, then whatever name we want to call this location. Press the submit button and we're done. Fast. Simply Teleport uses the single hyphen to separate the different category and location names. Be sure not to add the hyphen to one of your category or location names. Simply Teleport always uses our current location when adding new locations. Opening up Simply Teleport now shows us the standard options button, along with the new favorites category we just added. If we were to click the favorites category button now, Simply Teleport would immediately teleport us, because it knows there's only one location saved in this category. Let's try it. I'll move a bit away from where I saved this location, or Second Life will complain. Clicking favorites does in fact bring me right back to where I was when I saved that location. Simply Teleport will always try to take you back to the exact location you saved, but some regions only allow you to teleport to a set landing area. In that case, Simply Teleport will send you there instead. So, that was pretty simple. Let's add another location. I'll move to a different spot first. Okay, I'm up on a sky platform now. This is used for building, and it's another of my favorite places, so I'll add this location as a favorite also. I open the options menu, and select Add, just like before. This time, I see the favorites category as well as the Add button. Another pro tip. When you click the Add button, it will add your location to whatever your current page is. So, since we want to add this to our favorites category, we'll press the favorites category button instead. We don't see our original location as it's not needed to see them when adding new locations. Now we can press the Add button. Above the top line of buttons, the dialog box also tells us we're adding a new location to the favorites category. We type in the name we want to call this location and press the Submit button. Since we already added this category, we don't need to add the category name again. We only do that when we need to add a new category. The most important rule to remember when adding categories and locations is your entry must end with a location name. It's the only way Simply Teleport can tell the difference between a category and a location. Our new location is safely stored in Simply Teleport. We can go back and check it was added correctly. We click the Favorites category button, and sure enough, both our locations are saved. Let's teleport back to the first one we created. Poof, we're here. Pretty easy, isn't it? Now, we'll add another new category. We'll find a location we want to save and go there. Here, I'm at one of my favorite shoe stores, and I want to add this location to Simply Teleport. Back to the options menu, I click Add again. Because I want to add a new category and have it show up on the first page, I'll click the Add button on the first page. The Add a New Location text box opens for us. We'll add the categories we want all at once. Remember, we must end our entry with the name we want to use for this location, not a category name. So I'll enter apparel, shoes, KC shoes. Notice I was able to add a new category and subcategory all at once before adding the location name. If I reopen Simply Teleport now, I can see I have two categories on the main page. If I click on the apparel category, I'll be instantly teleported to KS shoes. Why? Simply Teleport is smart enough to know that starting with apparel, there is only one location saved, so it takes us there without asking for more buttons to be pressed. Smart. Let's go to another of my favorite shoe stores. Now that we're here, we'll add this location to Simply Teleport. Navigate to, and click the Add button again as always. Since we want to add this location under the same apparel shoes category we just created, we'll press the apparel category button, then the shoes category. Now, press Add, enter in the name for this location and press Submit. Now when we go to the apparel category, we don't automatically get teleported, because Simply Teleport knows there are multiple options for us to choose from. Now, every time we go somewhere that we want to save the location for, we just follow the same steps. 1. Click Add. 2. If it's a new main page category for us, we click Add, enter all the category and subcategory names, don't forget the hyphen, and finally the location name we want to add. 3. If we're adding a new location to a category we already have, we just navigate to that category and press Add. Add the new location name and poof. It's done. It sounds a lot more difficult than it is. After you try it a few times, you'll get the hang of it. The 2 rules to remember: when entering a new location, the new location name must be the last name on the line, not a subcategory. And 2, only use a hyphen between category, subcategory, and location names. For power users. If you add more categories and locations than can fit on a single page, Simply Teleport will add a button to advance to the next page. Once you've advanced to the next page, there will be a button to return you to the previous page. You can have as many pages as you need. It can happen, but with the categories we can create, it's not likely you'll need it, but it's there for you to use. Another pro tip. You might have a good idea of the category and subcategory names you want to add, but you're not at the locations you need. What I do is add my category and subcategory names all at once, and just use the location name temp as a placeholder. I make all the categories I need like this, then when I get to a place I want to save the location for, I can navigate through the existing category structure and just add the location name at the end. It makes things simple. Once I do add a location for that category, I can go back and remove the temp location. Let's take a look at all the other functions Simply Teleport has to make things easier for us. The options page is where we go for anything we want to do that isn't a teleport. We see a number of buttons here, and we'll go through each one so you can get the most out of your Simply Teleport. The top left button, View, is there for us so we can see all the locations we have stored in Simply Teleport. Clicking the button will output all saved locations to the local chat window. Don't worry, only you can see this information, not anyone else around you. Here you can review the saved locations, decide if you need to delete any, etc. Next is the backup button. This is the button we click to make a copy of all of our locations. Once we've made that backup, we can edit the locations in a simple note card, share our locations with other Simply Teleport users, or restore all the data back to Simply Teleport. Pressing the backup button, you can see that Simply Teleport printed out all of our locations in the chat window. Now, I can copy all that text and put it in a note card to keep it safe, edit it, or share it. It's your choice. The delete all button. This will remove all data from Simply Teleport so you can start fresh. When you click the delete button, you'll get a warning box, just in case you pressed the button by mistake. Pressing yes now will remove all locations from Simply Teleport and you end up with a fresh version. Sometimes our most loved locations go out of business, change, or for any number of reasons, we just don't care to visit there any longer. Using the remove button, we can easily remove a location from Simply Teleport. Start by pressing the button. You'll be taken back to the menu, and it will look a lot like when you were adding locations, except you'll see it says, select a location to remove. If you have locations saved on that page, you can click it and it's gone. Poof. If the location you want to remove is inside a category, just click the category path all the way to the location you want to remove. If you remove the last location in a set of categories, the categories will be removed until it finds a non-empty one. It just cleans things up for you. If a category only has one location in it, as soon as you click the category name, it will remove everything that's not empty. If you want to restore locations previously saved by using the backup button, all you have to do is find the note card where you saved those locations. Drag that note card on top of Simply Teleport and drop it. Simply Teleport will add all the locations in the note card without removing any existing ones. Think of it as adding, instead of replacing. As soon as you drop the note card, your local chat window will begin to show you the locations it's adding. Again, this information is private to you only. If two locations have the same category and location name, that location will be updated to the value in the note card. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Simply Teleport. I hope you get as much use out of it as I have. If you wish, there is a demo version available for free in my marketplace store called Simply by Dorex. The demo version is fully functional, but will only hold up to 10 locations. If that's all the locations you need to store, please consider it a gift from me to you. If you try the demo and find it's valuable, you can save any locations you have and restore them into the full version. Thanks for watching. Stop by and see me in World, or I am me if you have any questions about scripting in general, or simply teleport. Bye for now.